kitchen mop, an old fur coat with a bird on top, a moving mess of unpleasantness. Good grief, what a mess! Eggshells, porridge, felt meringue. Is this Prince Amir up in jam? In toast and ketchup, you'll never guess. Oh no, what a mess! Though he's not a pretty sight, he really tries to do things right. With a mother who's tall and slim, I wonder how she ever thought of him. A short-cut, scruffy Afghan hound, a more foul creature you've never found. A tangled bundle of princeliness. Good grief, what a mess, what a mess, what a mess, what a mess.
What a Mess was lying in what remained of his basket, having eaten most of it during the night. He was dreaming of toasted gardening gloves and chocolate when he was woken up by his mother. "You must get up. The television advertising people are coming today. They're looking for a dog to advertise their dog food. Meggie Chunks turns every puppy into a prince. The man of the house has invited them to stay here." "But I am a prince," said What a Mess. "You must know that, Mother. It says so on my collar. Prince Amir of Kinjan." His mother sighed. "But you don't look like a prince," she said. "You look like a bundle of something that's fallen off a garbage truck. What a mess." "I could advertise dog food. I know I could," said the puppy eagerly. "And then I could buy myself a ton of chocolate drops and a new collar for you with diamonds all the way round it." "And run out in the garden and play," said his mother. "Just keep out of the visitor's way, there's a good boy." The puppy went out into the garden and crawled into his most miserable hiding place, a hole under the garden shed. He gave a great, miserable sigh. Suddenly there was the cat next door. "What are you being miserable about this time?" "I want to be tall and handsome and in an advertisement on telly and buy my mother a jewelled collar," said the puppy. "But I don't even know how to start being beautiful." "Glossy coat," said the cat next door, "like mine. That's what you need. Cover yourself with honey. Honey's shiny and golden, and I know where you can get some." And she told him about the bee's nest at the bottom of the garden. "Bees make honey," she said, "and I'm sure they won't mind if you have some." What a Mess went straight to the old oak tree and found the bee's nest. Unfortunately, the bees seemed to want their honey for other purposes. After a short chase, they stung him most painfully on the end of his nose. What a Mess was feeling more sorry for himself than ever when his old friend, the Archbishop of Canterbury, came trotting along. "Just passing through the neighbourhood. Thought I'd drop in, so here I am." What a Mess explained to the Archbishop how he wanted to be handsome so that he could advertise dog food on television. "Well, I think your problem now is that you pong a bit too much," said the Archbishop. "Tell you what, let's go for a swim. That'll cure it. When I niff a bit, I find a ditch or canal and plunge in. Never fails." The two little dogs made their way across the garden to the fish pond. The water was a bit green and full of weeds and tiny creatures lurking around the surface, but the Archbishop insisted they should jump in. When they reached the other side and climbed out, What a Mess was gasping because he'd taken several mouthfuls of water and he smelled like a pair of old, damp socks. So far, so good, said Watermiss. I have a glossy coat here and there, and I don't smell of compost and old cheese any longer. Now, how can I make myself taller? No problem, said the Archbishop. Find something to stand on. So off they went to the dustbin. Feeling very tall and very slim and very fragrant, confident of his good looks, Watermiss headed towards the house. The family and the television people were having a drink in the drawing room when in through the French windows tottered the apparition. A short, fat Afghan puppy walking on things, his coat full of aquatic weeds and plant life, dripping honey on the carpet. The puppy's mother crept behind the sofa and quietly fainted. There was a stunned silence for a moment, then everybody began talking at once. Just look at that funny little puppy, what a cute picture. We must have him in the ad. I got it. We'll make him the before and his beautiful mother the after, eating the dog food. Give him a contract. Sign him up. Late that night, Watermiss lay in what was left of his basket, happily running over the events of the day. I can buy you your diamond collar now, Mother, he said happily. I don't want a diamond collar, said his mother from her basket. Just a tab on my old one saying, this lady is lucky or unlucky enough to be Watermiss's mother. Oh, good, said Watermiss. In which case, I'll buy myself 2 tons of chocolate drops. And then he went to sleep.
A compost heap, a kitchen mop, an old fur coat with a bird on top, a moving mass of unpleasantness. Good grief, what a mess! Eggshells, porridge, fell meringue. Is this Prince Amir up in jam? In toast and ketchup, you'll never guess. Oh no, what a mess! Though he's not a pretty sight, he really tries to do things right. With a mother who's tall and slim, I wonder how she ever thought of him. A shock